way. Go to 12visionsparty.com to see how we will end the rule of man to launch the wealth of mankind. You'll be glad you did.
Vision 1. Vision 2.
We're the party for the people, for the man in the streets.
This is Raymond from Ontario, Canada, and I support the 12 Visions Party.
This is Ogden from Oklahoma. I support the 12 Visions Party also.
This is Bruce from Madras, Oregon, and I also support the 12 Visions Party.
This is Macy from Georgia, and I also support the 12 Visions Party.
And this is Doc from Florida. I support the global 12 Visions Party.
Yes, hello. This is Renee from Ohio, and I support the global 12 Visions Party.
NTR.
How can you achieve optimum health and vitality? There's now a paradigm shift in healthcare where you can absolutely take control of your health and wellness. Learn about the 3 pillars of optimum health. This amazing company offers solutions that are based on preventive action and self-care before disease strikes. It is a company like no other that has the dedication, resources, and vision working closely with Epigenics. That's right, Epigenics. Did you know that certain food compounds can influence the way our DNA operates? Did you hear this? This is huge. Let me repeat that. Did you know that certain food compounds can influence the way our DNA operates? To learn much more than what I'm saying with you in this commercial, visit myultimatehomesuccess.com. Again, that's myultimatehomesuccess.com. myultimatehomesuccess.com. Wow.
If you're like me and you don't like to swallow those big vitamin pills, how about a spray? It's called an intraoral spray. There are 3 sprays to tell you about. Anti-aging, which is my favorite, a multivitamin spray, and a vitality spray. I found out that some vitamins I was taking, my body only absorbed 10%. With the spray, it's 98%. And I don't have to worry about swallowing those big vitamin pills. I want you to head over to learn more about my friend Tom Sylvia's products. Go to neothinkradio.com and click on the banner of the woman that says Turn on Your Anti-Aging Gene. When you do, you'll go to a video that tells you how to learn more. That's neothinkradio.com and click on the banner of the woman that says Turn on Your Anti-Aging Gene.
WeCareAboutTVP.com is a community of trusted businesses and advertising partners that have come together to join in the support for the 12 Visions Party. When you do business with these fine businesses, a portion of the proceeds go directly to the 12 Visions Party. WeCareAboutTVP.com prides itself on building the economy through win-win partnerships. WeCareAboutTVP.com offers business services such as Convey Media Group, financial services like Innovative Advisors and Nashville Corridor Investment Club. Also, health and wellness services with Corey Health, and more are joining every day. If you are a business owner that supports real change in America, sign up now at WeCareAboutTVP.com. Building the economy through win-win partnerships. That's WeCareAboutTVP.com.
Where can you find like-minded people that are getting together to bring real change to our world? The Neothink Society. Join others in political, educational, spiritual, and business change. It's a new way of thinking, my friends. It's Neothink. Visit neothink.com or phone member services at 1-800-480-2336. That's 1-800-480-2336. Or visit neothink.com.
NTR is always on the search for quality products and services for our staff and for you, our listeners. One of those products is Monavie. Since 2005, Monavie has been a leader in the health and wellness industry. Monavie is a convenient beverage. Just 2 ounces a day and you'll feel the difference. Learn more about this amazing product. Contact Mike Sunderoff. Go to our website, ntrtalk.com, and click on the banner of the bottles of Monavie. Cheers.
NTR.
Neothink Radio Network.
Well, welcome back, everyone. I am really glad to be speaking today. I am Steve Fagan, your host for NTR Neothink Radio, and I have a panel of very enlightened and self-leaders discussing Mark Hamilton's speech. And Mark Hamilton, the founder of the 12 Visions Party, he recently gave a speech which was on the show, and we're getting into the details, the nitty-gritty of the speech, so that you have a better understanding of the 12 Visions Party movement and how the people who are behind the movement and where they're coming from and how they're developing to be self-leaders and move the 12 Visions Party forward. So let me again introduce our panel. We have Jill Reed, and we also have Sue Moore, Larry Wert, and Michael Dilworth. Let us continue on, everybody, and let's continue talking about Mark Hamilton's statement. We started before the break, and we talked about the statement, becoming really a self-improved person, a self-leader through the Neothink movement. And then the change to the world with the 12 Visions movement. I just want to leave a statement out. When we talk about the individual, we're talking about ourselves, each one of us listening this evening. And how can we become a self-leader? And you may be asking out there saying, well, what do you mean? I mean, I'm a leader. I go out, I go to work, I follow, I move forward in many areas. I do what I'm supposed to do. Well, we're talking about you developing more, having more of a belief in yourself, having more of a belief in your skills and talents and what you can offer society, and not be afraid to go and put it out there. And then the 12 Visions Party is going towards the full world. Neothink is offering you as the individual. The 12 Visions Party is taking it out to the world. So, Sue Moore, can I ask you, do you have a little bit more you want to talk about that statement as I've just addressed it?
I can truly see how wonderful and exciting our lives can be without the rule of man and without the ruling class breathing down our necks. I mean, I can see what an exciting, wonderful life everyone can have, living fully to their full potential.
Okay, well, thank you, Sue. How about Larry Wert? Any more comments about taking it to the world, which is the 12 Visions Party movement, and then we have the individual, the Neothink movement?
Sure, Steve. Yeah, we talked earlier about the improving the individual first, and then changing or improving the world. And we constantly go back to the rule of man, how the 12 Visions Party will remove the rule of man. And just to remind people, when we can say rule of man, it started long before we had presidents of the United States, before the United States was even formed. There was a rule of man. There was kings. They were basically a rule of one individual man. And we know through history that people suffered through the rule of man. People died because of the rule of man, while the rule of man and his chosen few prospered. And basically, we have the same conditions here in the United States now. Although it is a large government, it is still the rule of man. And basically, when we rule ourselves or lead ourselves, we generally do what's best for us. And I say generally, especially with our children, we do what's best for them. We protect them. We nurture them as best we can. But when we try to rule over or lead other people, that's where we go afoul. We have all kinds of agendas, all kinds of opinions, and they basically just run amok. And that's where the problem lies with the rule of man. They basically think that they can do things better for us that we really can't think for ourselves. So it's important. And another thing to realize that with the 12 Visions Party, we're not going to regulate these improvements or the removal of man. The prime law will take care of all that. And basically, the individuals in society will make all the improvements. And then most of that will be done through the business, through technology. It'll come from the individual. They'll have an opportunity to create value for society. And so
Thank you, Larry. That is excellent. Because what I want to stop you with that point, because I want to ask Jill Reed in a moment, and I'll give you a chance to think about this, Jill. I like what you talk about the business. And one of the things we have to take it to, we're doing picture puzzles here, everyone, and we're doing pieces. And what we're showing you is that as you become more of a self-leader, you have an opportunity to become more of an independent person. You've got skills, you've got talents, you can contribute that to society. You'll find the value that you're going to get back by doing that. And as we move forward with the prime law and the concept of how do we make people rich, including